Hello, welcome to day 3. I don't know when I'm actually gonna get to Toy Fair because I have a priority list, and right now going to K-Mart with Chris is a higher priority.
You know it.
Than Toy Fair. So, K-Mart. This is the thing that's happening.
Get ready to live. What the hell? I don't know why.
Alan, we just need to go where toys are. Nothing quite says Kmart like a broken escalator. Alright, so we had to take a detour through Penn Station because I had to poop. But it worked out because Chris needed to get stuff. So now we're gonna see just how this toy section is. So like, nothing is organized here. They have that last movie wave of tiny turbo changers. There's Hot Shot. I haven't seen Hot Shot yet.
Oh, I haven't either.
He turns into a plane because he's a Bumblebee remold. Interesting. Like here's some Spider-Man next to the Hot Wheels. Across from construction, next to more Hot Wheels. So we don't really know. Okay, here's some remnants of organization. Hey, look. I think I saw those once at Toys R Us before they died. Pokemon.
First wave Force Link.
Anyone want Rose? Here's some Age of Extinction toys.
Yes! We do some current things. Just the old stuff never goes away.
I'm glad this Kmart delivered. This is exactly what I was expecting.
Yes.
And in classic home fashion, here's a vulture with no head.
Yes.
I think it's my Meyer that had 3 of these vultures, and all of them are missing their head.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Who wants this?
I don't know. It might have been a Walmart. I don't remember. So yeah, this was as terrible as I thought it was going to be. I'm happy. Okay guys, I know the lighting isn't best here because I'm right behind a window. I guess I should probably turn around. That'll probably help a little bit. So Chris left. He's heading to pick up his wife, and then he's heading back home. Hassan left yesterday, so it's just me and Eric. I think Eric and Teresa are both still roaming New York right now, so I'm here by myself. I kind of wanted to apologize a little bit. I said this on Twitter, but I know not everyone follows me on Twitter. This didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I had intentions on covering a lot of brands and filming and photography and doing all this and doing all that, and it's not really gonna happen. Yesterday was a blur. Granted, I will have a really awesome Power Rangers video that should be up by the time this is up, if I do it in chronological order. But yeah, it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. I had a little, I don't want to say health issues, but my medicine reacts bad to me sometimes. And that happened yesterday morning, so that cut a little bit of my time. So when I was here, I only got to do Funko and Tamashii Nations. And then we had to go deal with food and then Hasbro, and that took the rest of the night. Before Toy Fair closed at 6, Hasbro closed at 5. There was no way we were getting back here. So, that being said, I'm here now today. It is currently 2:14. I just got here. I was hanging out with Chris. And like the thing is like I wanted to come here early in the morning, but I knew Chris only had a limited amount of time. And while I am here for Toy Fair, I ideally came for Power Rangers. And and okay, I ideally came for Hasbro because I wanted to look at all the Transformers too. But ideally came for Hasbro, and that was yesterday and the only day. So I just decided to kind of kick back a little bit and hang out with Chris before he had to leave. At the end of the day, my friends are more important to me. And I don't get to see them a lot, and so it meant more to me to be able to hang out with them a little more than to try to scramble to get back here. So it's 2:14 right now, probably 2:16 now, 2:15, and I still got about 3 hours and 45 minutes before Toy Fair closes. So that should be enough time. My plan is to just roam the open floor down here. Another issue that I had was the fact that a lot of the big name companies, so Mattel, Jakks Pacific, I think Wicked Cool's probably down here, I'm not sure, are all appointment based because they're huge companies. Now the way Funko was doing it, Funko, you went to their booth, you looked around, and then you set up a little meeting, and they had a lounge little area attached to their booth, and then you got to talk about orders and stuff. The big name companies, they're here to make money, and so you have to make an appointment in order to look at everything and order when you're a store or not at press, so we'll just be looking at everything. But yeah, so that's not something I could commit to, given the fact I'm also here to hang out with my friends, and I also didn't really know schedules all that much. So I don't think big names like Jakks Pacific and Mattel and stuff are going to happen. But of course, there's a bunch of coverage on the internet for those big name sites that come out here and only do this. So check out them. I'll try to link in the descriptions to the best galleries. Toy Arc, like the TFW 2005 network, kind of a thing of sites like Token Nation, Toy Arc, TFW. They're all here. And they're doing some great coverage too that's slowly getting updated throughout the weekend, so I'll definitely link to them down in the description below too. So that is that. I'm going to go ahead and head down there, see what we can find. Anything that I think is cool, I'll do some video for. Probably won't do independent videos for them, but I'll just throw them in this vlog, because this one probably won't be that long because everyone's gone. So we'll see what happens down there, and hopefully we can find some cool stuff. So again, I'm sorry that the coverage didn't quite work the way that I wanted it to, but I hope you all still had a good time anyway. So let's head down, see what we find. I'm in like the weird educational section right now. We'll make our way to some good stuff, I promise. We'll get back to Funko. Keep on trying, Jeffrey. Keep on trying. There's lots of stuff. I'm just kind of wandering. Nothing totally cool has caught my eye just yet, but we'll take a look. I'm sure there's some cool stuff around here somewhere. On Fat Mojo, they make some cool collectible stuff. Not that you can see because my sideways walking is terrible. But that's pretty neat. A lot of blind box collectibles. Oh, there is a Snorlax cabbie going up there. I need it. I need it. By Clever Idiots Inc. I'll have to remember that. Providing they make a Kigu that actually fits my fat butt, but highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Got a lot of stuff going on down there. Trying to keep, these are all fig pins, which I've always wanted to get some and just never did. Anyway, I'm hopping back over to where Funko and stuff is right now down this hall, and we'll see what we can find down there. And I'm trying to hold the camera as steady as I can, but I am a large individual that wobbles. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go see what we can find. I'm not going to go in because I'm pretty sure this is appointment only, but this is 7:20. They do all of the Doctor Who stuff here in the US. So cool stuff. Got some Nightmare Before Christmas over here. So they're actually tied to a lot of good brands. We got Disney, DC, stuff like that. NECA is right down here, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at them. So they got a lot of different brands. This is literally me if I was Godzilla. Short and way too fat. So I'm gonna loop back around this way to see the stuff that I missed going the other way. We're slowly catching up to where I should be. So we're kind of in the sector of action figures and pop culture, as that sign suggests up there. So we're in the domain that matters to me and people like you. So hopefully we'll see some cool stuff down here. Let's go. Here's Banpresto. They do all the Nintendo plushes and like little prize statues from Japan and all that. So they're pretty cool. Everything's kind of busy over there. I was trying to ask and see if I could take pictures of video up close, but no one seems to be free to ask. So I will just mosey on my way. It's not even 3 o'clock yet, so I'm not particularly concerned on time. But if you can't tell, it goes on for a while, so I guess I should be a little bit concerned on time. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, here's Titans. Titans make some really cool vinyls. I know them in particular from the Doctor Who ones, but they do Game of Thrones and all that too. There's Square Enix. It'd be nice to look at that. So like I'm in my little domain right now. Like this is all the cool stuff. Cause like this is both a very surreal experience, like just being around this much of the stuff I enjoy, but at the same time, like this is very much a trade show. And so like just as someone that's press, I just gotta sort of respect my my boundaries a little bit here. So I've got a lot of their merchandise right down here. Like I have a lot of this stuff. I love it. Here's Super 7. I want to look at their stuff. They're really cool. So Super 7 does a lot of the like reaction figures and stuff like that. Like you have some MLB classics and all that. Little muscle guys.
So that's awesome. I mean, just look at these guys. I mean,
some blind boxes for Masters of the Universe.
Got me all flustered. Brian. Who came up with the designs?
Right down there.
You mean the packaging or the figures?
The actual figures.
Well, the figures, this is wave 1 and wave 2 of the reaction.
It's like popping over here.
So now this is repackaged and put onto.
So these are little transformer ones.
You got the carded ones.
Reminds me a lot of the old decoy figures. There's some reaction transformers. So if anyone wanted Action Masters back real bad, there you go.
Like that
I'm gonna definitely have to get Bumblebee at the very least, because these are $15 a pop, which for that is a little bit out of my price range. But it is really cool that they're making those. Like I said, particularly for those Action Master fans. So, zipping around over here, we got some more Transformers and the retro Masters of the Universe stuff down there. We'll get a little bit closer now. So like these are kind of neat. Like it's just a big vinyl figure, but you can take the chest off and it's like one of them skeletons that you'd have in like a biology class or anatomy class. And so it's kind of cool. I definitely dig that. Lots of Masters of the Universe. That's pretty cool. It's a nice 7-inch Voltron figure, and here's all the Robotech reaction toys and stuff. Ghosts and Goblins. Here's some Street Fighter. Down there. And then lots of Masters of the Universe. Super 7 really cashes in on Masters of the Universe. They're really cool. I can scratch them off my list. I did want to check them out. And this was all only one roll. So I still got like a billion rolls to go look down, so we'll see what we can find. A lot of it's going to be up here.
Yeah. Skeletor.
A lot of it's going to be right here. Loyal Subjects. Doing a Gretzko. Some neat He-Man stuff. Doing a whole wave of Fox. Like, I really like Loyal Subjects. They're just really expensive. They did do... I think it was Loyal Subjects that did a line of Mega Man related ones, but I got like 2 of them. I think it might have been Kid Robot. Loyal Subjects and Kid Robot are very much like a very similar style, so sometimes I lose track of which one's which. But really cool. Kind of took a look at them already from the other side. Here's a little bit on Kotobukiya. They don't seem to have a whole lot here, but Kotobukiya makes some good stuff. Unfortunately, the stuff I collect is Pokemon for Kotobukiya, and I don't think they can actually sell that domestically because of licenses, but those are cool. Those are really cool. I like those. Those are neat. I'm actually not entirely sure what company this is, to be honest. Right over here. Hey, oh, this is Square Enix. This is Square Enix. It's a KH3. Oh, I see more KH3 over there. This is KH3 Pirate Sora, which is neat. But here's what I really wanted to see. So here are the toy ones that came in that exclusive set. But here's Riku with his giant car key. And Mickey. So they're both available now, and I just didn't know. There's a Sora second form for that, and is this... Oh, Guardian form. They're actually making Soras for like all the different Kingdom or Keyblade transformations. So here's Axel. Axel looks great, and there is Kairi, who is also very cool. So they're both coming soon. But I have the Bring Arts for, I guess I should continue down that way. I have the Bring Arts for Naku from The World Ends With You. And very solid figure. I like it a lot. Alright, so just kind of moving along. I'm zoomed in a lot. There we go. So just kind of zooming along. This is Entertainment Earth's booth. Now, Entertainment Earth's just a distribution company, so there's nothing like new to look at, but Of course, they have to be here because they're a distributor. So if you're a store looking for a distributor, you come to someone like Entertainment Earth. Novel concepts. So I'm just kind of walking down the middle now. We kind of went beyond the action figures because now we're in like the kids play toys and stuff like that. But I feel the need to at least walk the entire floor. I figure doing it in a straight line is the easiest way to do it. Like the path of least resistance kind of thing. And also the path that gets me to the food court for a pretzel and cheese faster. Because that also sounds very good. So then down here we're getting into board games and stuff like that. Yeah, this is all like interactive games and interactive toys, which could definitely be cool. There's bananagrams. We had those at Target. I at least know what that is. I also like how I brought this bag and haven't needed it for a thing. But good stuff. Like this is still really fun. Now, next year, should there be a next year for me and the channel and Toy Fair and Hasbro and all that, I honestly think there's a possibility I wouldn't even bother with Toy Fair because of the reasons that I already fat brain toy company. I can agree with that. And another really fun thing about this in general is just the fact that you get to like people watch what these people do when there's no one at their booth. Alright, so I'm gonna do a hard circle that way because we're almost at the wall. So yeah, I got some things to talk about that I'll talk about at the end of this vlog in terms of what could happen next year, but we'll see. Oh look, I found Heroes of the Grid. We're in a lot of board games, which is something I always enjoy. There's Heroes of the Grid back there, actually, if you can see it. But that's coming soon. June, I think. June or July. I think that comes out. So, soon. It's really cool. That was the lower level of Toy Fair. This is the level that's more open and available. But there's a food court over there. I feel like getting a drink and some snacks. So, I'll catch you on the flip side. So, I'm in the food court right now. I came down to the food court looking for a pretzel. No one in the food court has pretzels. Had to go up 2 floors to the marketplace. The marketplace had pretzels. They only had one kind of pretzel though. I wanted a pretzel with dippable cheese, because that's how you eat a pretzel. And instead they had a pretzel with cheese in it, which is almost the same thing. So, not bad at all. Also, I passed the little Lego display that was in the lobby, and they are giving out popcorn. So, I'm pretty much set right now. That being said, it's 3:46. I'm probably gonna finish up eating here at 4. Go up to the main floor, do a really quick run through of the booths and stuff that are up there, and then head back to the hotel probably around 5 because I'm supposed to meet Eric for dinner at 5:30. So that's the tentative plan as of right now. So not too bad. I enjoyed my time today. At least what I've done so far, which honestly isn't a whole lot, but I feel like at least just getting to walk the floor and kind of just soak everything in is a pretty good experience. But like I said, I got a lot of things I want to talk about. I'm not going to talk about them while eating a pretzel, so I will talk about them later on tonight when I get back to the hotel room. So, see you guys up the stairs. Alright, so we are in the main, like, level, I don't want to say level 1 because it's technically, I think, level 2 or level 3. But this is where all of, like, the big names are. Like I said, a lot of these are appointment based, and I don't have a whole lot of time. So I'm just gonna do some main run-throughs. When I see a company that I like, I will probably just hit record and walk as close to it as possible. It's my general plan of attack. So this is the Lego booth, rather the Lego booth wall. But I figured I'd come down to the end of it, at the very least, to see what we can spot. Because again, I think Lego is appointment only. Something that's happening a lot here, which I understand. I fully understand. I wish it wasn't like that, but I fully understand. Looks like there's a lot of open area down here. Yeah, this is check-in for media, and it's completely closed off. So that ain't happening. There's Jumanji though. There's Connects. Oh, that's outside. I was like, it's Pikachu. I forgot we did that already. We did that on day one. Here's Spin Masters, which is also closed off. It's pretty neat. So there's Bakugan. People wanted me to cover Bakugan. And this is as close as I'm gonna get. There's this wall right here. I cannot answer the call to brawl because I do not have an appointment. There's Spin Master's booth. Like, these are all very impressive. Like, you can't even see anything in there at all. Got Paw Patrol. Neat. So I found like a little corridor of companies I know. Right here is Jazwares booth. Right next to it is Playmobile's booth. And right across from them is Playmates booth. And again, as much as I would like to go into Playmates booth, see the Ben 10, see the Ninja Turtles, and all that fun stuff, but that's not gonna happen. Pokemon is down there, so I will try to get in and take pictures of that at the very least. I don't know if it's wicked cool, if it's the Pokemon Company, but we shall see. But we're getting toward the end of the aisle, and I'm still on time, which is good. Neat. So this is the state of Bandai, if anyone was curious. According to the wall, their franchises include Dragon Ball Super, Godzilla, and Big Hero 6. Which isn't bad. I mean, I like the Big Hero 6 toys. I wanted to get them all, just never really did. But I have Pac-Man and Pretty Pixels. So they're not totally dead, guys. They're not totally dead. And there's Tomy. I didn't really take too many pictures of Tomy because couldn't get in, but so yeah, that's it for this level of Toy Fair. And like the level above, I believe, is just Mattel, and Mattel's very strict on appointments, so I'm not even gonna get close to that. So again, not gonna bother. It's about time for me to head toward the shuttle anyway. So that is Toy Fair. This will be the last of my footage from down here. But very cool. Lots of neat stuff. And again, I mean, I'll talk about it all in length later on, but this was a pretty cool experience, to say the least.